Man, I sure wish Jeff still did the Weebcast. People who've been fans of my channel for a while know that I'm a bit of a judgmental asshole, and having that seasonal opportunity to judge every single attempt at new media and harshly critique which ones would be allowed to grace my discerning eyes a second time and which ones should be burned at the cultural stake was so good to me. But in the absence of that, I thought, hey, people want my opinions on things, I want to give my opinions on things, so let's give a lot of opinions at once. Thus, a new series was born, and I, exclamation point, am here to tell you, anime in winter 2019. What anime should you watch in winter 2019? Should you watch anime in winter 2019? Let's find out. This is basically gonna go by Weebcast rules. I took a gander at every new show that came out in winter 2019, and I didn't give anything less than half an episode to impress me, no matter how bad that half an episode was. I'm going to use these cursory glances at the new forays into Japanimation to give you a definitive and indisputable answer about which ones deserve at least a 3-episode test. Obviously, this isn't a perfect system, and there's usually around one show per season that I wind up misevaluating since I'm judging on the basis of one episode at most. So just keep in mind that there are going to be shows that I write off as utter trash that you're going to love, and vice versa. I accept that. Please leave all resulting death wishes in the comments below, and while you're there, like, subscribe, hit the bell, etc. One last thing. Like I said, this is only going to cover new shows. No sequels, no spin-offs, no continuations. So for things like Mob Psycho, Kakegurui, Kimono Friends, etc., all the stuff that got second seasons this go round, watch the first season and decide if you like that, and then if you did like that, watch the second season, and if you didn't, then don't. Just act according to your common sense. I don't think you need a talking anthropomorphized punctuation mark to make that kind of decision for you. But anyway, I've rambled long enough, so without further ado, what anime should you watch in winter 2019? Should you watch anime in winter 2019? Let's find out. Number 1. Egao no Daika, The Price of Smiles. 14-year-old princess regent of some planet somewhere wants to fix war by making everyone friends with each other. Gonna be honest, the characters here are kind of flat, and there is this one weird scene where the main dude plays virtual capture the flag with Evas for honor, I think, and that's not really explained, but it's a first episode, so whatever. I think there's potential here. It's not necessarily gonna be amazing, but depending on which way the plot goes, I could see this being either a warm-hearted pseudo-political character drama about the value of friendship and childlike naivete, or a dream-crushing war story that follows a wide-eyed idealist as her heart goes cold and she does what she has to do for her country. Or it could be total trash, time will tell. Number 2. Dororo, or Dororo. Japanese feudal lord decides that he isn't lordly enough, kills a priest, and makes a deal with the devil to rule Japan. In exchange, he says the devils can have anything they want, cause that always works out and definitely won't ever lead to your ironic and satisfying downfall at the hands of your wife's harlequin baby. Anyway, his wife has a harlequin baby cause demons be demons, and the lord goes all Amram and orders that his little skinless Moses be drowned in the river. 16 years later, skinless Moses has skin, and he teams up with Japanese Aladdin to kill demons and get revenge. It's real good. Decently violent, very good imagery, and the characters are pretty heavily tropey, but I don't feel like that distracts from the overall quality of the storytelling. Watch this one. Number 3. Yuno-san wa Bukyo, or How Clumsy You Are, Miss Ueno. 2 middle schoolers sexually harass each other for 12 minutes. Oh, how we laugh. Ueno, darling, it is not charming or funny to watch you spend 6 minutes trying to make this poor kid drink your piss. Literally, drink her piss from a beaker. Also, why are you using your Violet Baudelaire powers of invention to try to trick a middle school boy into looking at your vagina? You can manipulate dark matter to make things invisible. Go be a superhero, or like a street magician. If you want an awkward sex comedy that's actually funny and charming, watch this. If you want to watch middle school kids flirt and feel all warm and fuzzy because it is the cutest, purest thing you have ever seen, watch this. Under no circumstances should you watch this, unless you're a urine fetishizing lolicon, and then this is the show for you, man. Or woman, whatever, not judging. Number 4. Watashi ni tenshi ga maeorita, or What a 10! An angel flew down to me. Well, wrap me in sausage and call me hog feed. Somehow the world has sunk to a point where we've had 2 seasons in a row with a lesbian pedophile show. I can see this show being real interesting if they do a lot of things that they aren't going to do. Like they could explore pedophile Ochako's inner struggle after realizing and coming to terms with the fact that she's a pedophile, for example. But they're not going to do that, and taken at face value, this show is just another creepy and problematic entry into a long line of creepy and problematic quote-unquote romantic comedies that give us basement-dwelling anime critics a bad name. That said, if you totally ignore what the show is trying to do, and you instead focus on how creepy it is that this girl is taking upskirt pics of an elementary schooler, it actually presents a scenario that's pretty disturbing for how realistic it is. Personally, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and watch another 2 episodes, but I can't in good conscience recommend this based on what I've seen so far. Number 5, Sakureto Princess, or Circlet Princess. A glorified Sports Illustrated cover page with future swords. Future girl goes to future city and gets future lost. Meets another future girl who just so happens to be really good at future swords. Through a wacky series of coincidences, future girl gets conscripted into the future swords tournament and has to sword against other future girl. Turns out she's good at it. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, but with the stupid anime card games replaced by stupid anime sword battles. Gave it half an episode and then dropped. Watch this if you want to see girls in stupidly impractical outfits hit each other with swords and you're allergic to Kill La Kill. Number 6, Pastel Memories, or Pastel Memories. Ironic that this show is called what it is because I could not remember what it was about when I went to write this script, and I had to look at the mal description just to be able to get this paragraph out of my brain. I mean, look at this generic-ass key art. It's made of weaponized Alzheimer's. Anyway, this show is about what happens to Akihabara after Okabe lets Ferris send her D-mail. No anime, no cat girls, no otaku. No taku. 3 cute and forgettable girls run a cute and forgettable store where they sell anime and anime accessories. Not to customers, but to the viewer. They really, really want the viewer to buy anime and anime accessories. It's like the whole anime industry got together and decided, let's make a show that's just a commercial for the concept of anime merch. Anyway, I made it through half an episode. Not worth, really. Number 7, Rinshi Ekoda-chan, or Rinshi Ekoda-chan. That was 3 minutes of some of the weirdest loosely connected 4-coma adaptation I've seen since Pop Team Epic, followed by 23 minutes of interviews with the director and the star? Okay. The anime bit follows the daily life of this naked 24-year-old chick as she complains about living. I feel ya, girl. And the art style is really strange and unique, and it adds a lot to the whole fast-paced big city feel that the show's going for. I liked it. For the interview part, which is frankly a separate show entirely, the insights are interesting and the personalities involved are engaging and fun. This show is definitely bold, not for everyone, but some people are gonna really love it. And if you're one of those people, you're gonna really love it. Number 8, Meiji Tokyo Renka, or Meiji Tokyo Renka. Oh god, it's one of those. This is a shoujo VN adaptation wherein Miss Every Girl gets romanced by a bunch of famous authors from the Meiji era. You have seen this show before. You have seen it many times. If you liked it then, you will like it now. This time, the girl's personality is liking roast beef, and she can also see ghosts. Don't look up what any of these guys actually looked like, because that would not make for a good visual novel. Also, one of them is Chisei from Ancient Magus Bride. What are you doing, conscious? Number 9, Dokyo nin wa hiza tokidoki atama no iie, or My Roommate is a Cat. The biggest problem with this show is that the writers display a huge lack of understanding about the psychology of both cats and roommates, neither of which would give a damn if you lived or died. This alleged cat is a dog. It cares way too much about anything to be a real cat. There is no cat on the planet that would willingly share its food with a person. In fact, if a person fell unconscious in front of a cat, the cat would eat them. This is how the cat do. It's Eromanga Sensei, except that the underage girls are replaced with a cat and this guy. Watch it if that sounds appealing to you for whatever reason. Number 10, Tate no Yusha no Nariagari, or Rising of the Shield Hero. Yeah, settle down. Time for the magic treehouse. I mean Shield Hero. My roommate and I watched this show's first episode together, and oh how we laughed and laughed. Seeing light novel guys shoved into an RPG-based fantasy world and told to save the day yet again is just oh so sweet for connoisseurs of bad anime like myself, and I found myself loving hating this show for the whole first 20 minutes. And then after that 20 minutes, I just kinda liked it? Not that I would ever like a popular isekai, cause I'm a professional anime YouTuber and I have refined opinions, but I mean, Shield Hero it's doing enough interesting stuff to make me willing to watch like 3 episodes, purely for academic purposes, obviously. Seeing this guy be driven to crime and immorality as a result of poverty caused by false rape accusations is something. It's something, for sure. And the action is decent enough, the other heroes are lovably despicable, and the monster design is something. It's something. For sure. If you can get past the first 20 minutes of ridiculous isekai tropes, Shield Hero looks like it's gonna be a fun romp with a decent bit of depth to it. It's definitely enjoyable and probably worth your time. Number 11, Kamurikusa, or Kamurikusa. Post-apocalypse, CGI girls gotta fight off the bad monsters. This time they're red bugs. That's what they're called. This is a normal-ass white dude that Tree Mom found in their water supply, and just because I know that the 2 other people who watch this show are gonna call me out on it in the comments, Tree Sis, I know. They think the normal white dude is a red bug, but he's not. He's a normal white dude, and I guess there's some world-building things that threw me for a loop, like how there are 4 of this little lolly thing that died in the first 5 minutes, but nothing to see here. Number 12, Dimension Haisukuru, or Dimension High School. The only way I can describe this, and I have no idea if this is true or not, is that the members of a Japanese boy band got high one day and thought, you know what would be great? Being an anime, and so they did. Dimension High School is bad by every metric, but it's charming as hell. Yeah, maybe I'm not gonna watch more than 1 episode. Maybe I don't want to see this guy's soul get eaten by the game show Sphinx again. Maybe I don't care if these pretty Japanese men can save the 2-dimensional world, and maybe I already know about the Doppler effect, but that's not the point. The point is that these guys had a hell of a time making this together, and that is awesome to watch. It has a 4.8 on Mal, and it deserves it, but damned if it isn't a good time. Number 13, Virtual-san wa miteiru, or Virtual Son Looking.
ここはバーチャルタウン。僕は馬、人型の馬。今、目の前を走り抜けているのは未来あかり。パンプがカニバシー。覚醒、規制入っちゃうから。I will remember you.
Number 14, Yakusoku no Neverland, or The Promised Neverland. 38 happy little orphans at a happy little free-range orphan farm. What could go wrong? 37 happy little orphans. Hinata from Haikyuu, Tamaki from Hiroaka, and Vice President Mike Pence all try to break out of an orphanage because they find out spoilers. After their friend gets spoilers, they go to the forbidden fence and find that the world they know is actually spoilers. It's a race against spoilers to find a spoilers before they all become spoilers. I'm not sure what to make of this yet. It's very entertaining, so much so that I broke the promise that I made at the beginning of this video and actually watched the 2nd episode immediately after watching the first one. Normally I'm not a fan of mystery box shows, but this mystery takes a back seat to the character's pressing need to be anywhere else, which is what really drives the story forward. There's a lot to like here, and I'm almost definitely going to finish out the show. That said, I am getting some Attack on Titan vibes from the way it uses gore for shock value, but overall I think this series is better than that, and it'll let its edgy and disturbing elements enhance its narrative rather than replacing the narrative like other shows do. Definitely a standout this season, and the OP is pretty killer. Number 15, Girly Air Force, or Girly Air Force. I was promised girls turning into planes. I didn't read that anywhere, that's just what I was told the show was about, but I was promised it and I was disappointed. Matter of fact, we really only see 2 girls and one of them doesn't even touch a plane. If you're gonna hit me with this world is being invaded by 4th dimensional whatevers and only the girls have the power to stop it plot again, at least let the girls turn into planes. Jesus Christ, how did this get greenlit without girls turning into planes? It's sick what the world is coming to. Absolutely fucking sick. Number 16, Gurima Notsu, or Grim Notes, the animation. Sentai Hero / Magical Girl show about a bunch of teenagers who use their special wrist-based transforming technology sold separately to turn into anime versions of characters from Grimm's fairy tales and the Bible, I guess. And they do this so they can put on a thinly veiled wannabe Socratic dialogue about free will and the power of faith. As a general rule, anything with the words "the animation" in the title is gonna be hot garbage, and this is no exception. The animation's okay, the plot's pretty stock standard, and the characters are nothing special. The show has enough going on with the whole Book of Fate shtick that I feel like it could do something cool, but overall it's just not worth it if you have anything actually good to watch. If you want a good show about free will, go watch Steins Gate or Girls Last Tour or something. This is wasting your time. Number 17, Gotobu no Hanayome, or the quintessential quintuplets. Tsundere, Yandere, Kyudere, Genki Girl, and the one with the big boobs. By your powers combined, we have a harem anime. It's a harem anime, but I feel like something's missing. Oh, god damn it. It's a harem anime. Do you like girls with personality and character? No? Great. It's a harem anime. Are you an asocial lowlife with no goals and no friends who wants to be able to project themselves onto this dude specifically? Awesome. It's a harem anime. When reading the words the quintessential quintuplets, would you want that to be the title of a new Lemony Snicket book or a harem anime? Too bad. It's a harem anime. It's a harem anime. If you like those, then this is one. If you don't like those, it's still one. Don't watch this. And now that the show's been out for a while, I'm actually learning that this is a pretty hot take, so I might be wrong about this. Maybe do watch it and see what you think for yourself. I'm not your dad. Number 18, Hiraing Babies, or Flying Babies. Well, despite the distinct lack of babies turning into planes, I'll be danged if this wasn't heckin' adorable. Hulaing Babies is the story of 2 girls and a Finnish demon child who want to be the best frickin' hula dancers this side of the Pacific. If you like short form series, then this one is fun and beautiful with this simplistic, organic art style and soft, freeform animation that my style of YouTubing doesn't really capture very well. And the OP is a bop, so don't miss this one. Number 19. Kaguya-Sama wa Kokuro Setai Tensai Tachi no Renai Zen no Usen, or Kaguya-Sama Love is War. Was that so hard? 2 dumb teenagers spend 20 minutes being too smart to realize how dumb they are. They're geniuses and they got a crush on each other, but they're too prideful to just fucking say it, so they come up with these elaborate Death Note style schemes to get the other one to break down and admit their love first. It's Kare Kano 4 Coma edition by A1 Pictures, except that the entire show is the first 5 episodes and they skip the good part entirely. It's cute, parts of it are kind of funny, and I have a small crush on the main girl. Overall, though, it doesn't really do anything different or interesting, but I guess that's not surprising, cause love never changes. Number 20, Bermuda Triangle Colorful Pastore, or Bermuda Triangle Colorful Pastoral. Pastrale? Pastrale? Pastries? Madoka, Homura, Rei, the Snaggletooth, the sister from Oreimo, and an otter all become mermaids and find an abandoned movie theater after the smoke monster from Lost rampages through their town in this rip-roaring adventure series. It's a kid's show. I think there's really not much here. I'm getting kind of a Sakura Quest vibe in the sense that it's about living in a small town where nothing really happens and making your own adventure, but I've never seen Sakura Quest, so what do I know? The animation is weird and stilted, and so are the characters' eyes, but the art is colorful and charming, and if nothing else, there's enough SpongeBob-level underwater living physics to keep the pedants engaged for a while. Solid 5 out of 10, watch if you like fish. Number 21, Maho Shoujo Tokushusen Asuka, or Magical Girl Spec Ops Asuka. Lately, it seems that the words Maho Shoujo at the beginning of a title are just as poisonous as the animation at the end of one. Violet Evergarden meets Madoka, except that it isn't Violet Evergarden, and it isn't Madoka, and it's bad. Many years ago, the spirit world contacted humanity and helped them invent magical girls so that they could win an impossible war against these adorable little hellspawn. Now the war's over, and one of those magical girls has to learn how to be a not magical girl, except that she's still a magical girl, and the war's not over, and every bit of potential this anime had is being dismantled piece by piece, just like the main character's parents. There's one scene where Asuka has a PTSD flashback after seeing a mascot character handing out balloons in front of a shopping mall, and if the whole show were just that, it would be amazing. It's not that. It's bullets and boobies and blood, and if that's all you need to enjoy a show, then you're gonna love this. If you want more, then go watch Madoka again, or at least, like, Magical Girl Raising Project. Number 22, Domestic Nakanojo, or Domestic Girlfriend. Guy meets girl, they have regrettable sex, then their parents get married. Also, he has a crush on his teacher. Also, his teacher is the sister of the girl he fucked. Also, all three of them live together now. It's Full House with incest, kind of? I know that sounds like some kind of screwed up romantic comedy, but it's not funny. I mean, it's not supposed to be funny. It's a drama, and it's actually a decently good drama. It's like watching two awkward teenagers stumble through the morning after, but for 12 episodes, and also her mom and sister and his dad are there. It's pretty good. Give it a try. Number 23, Koya no Kotobuki Hikotai, or The Magnificent Kotobuki. You know, there's another show this season called Girly Air Force. It's not this show, even though this is the one with the Air Force and the girls. If you like planes and girls, and you aren't expecting the girls to turn into planes or vice versa, then still don't watch this, because you have better options. This is the story of a squadron of CGI girls who are fighter pilots showing up a squadron of inexplicably traditionally animated men who are also fighter pilots. All of the men die, none of the girls die. It's nothing. It's not bad, it's not good. I won't remember this tomorrow, and that's not just because I'm vaguely drunk as I write this. And last and least, number 24, Endoro, or Endro, ! Madoka, Sayaka, Fairy Asuna with purple hair, and this girl who I swear I have seen before but absolutely cannot place all have a big trading card battle with the Demon Lord. They use forbidden magic to seal the Demon Lord away, and now through a series of wacky magic mishaps, everyone's in the past, and the Demon Lord is their teacher at their fancy adventuring school. He's also a 12-year-old girl. Oh, how the chuckles resound from the shores of Japan. It's an RPG-like show featuring the same 4 cute girls from every other show of its kind. Cards sold separately. And that about wraps it up for the winter 2019 season. I know that there were a few short-form series that I couldn't find, namely Mr. Shadow, Kawaso Labo, and There's a Horn Again today, but I'm pretty sure I went over all the big ones. If I had to pick 3 to recommend just based off what I'd seen, I'd go for Promised Neverland, Shield Hero, and Dororo with no real competition. Past that, Price of Smiles and Domestic Girlfriend intrigued me enough to keep me watching, and I think there's something to be said for What a 10, Dimension High School, and Virtual Son looking from a purely academic perspective. That is, if you want to potentially see something cool, even if it's not exactly good. Overall, I think it's gonna be a fine season. Let me know if you like this video. I know it's not what I usually do, so please give me feedback in the comments below and tell me if you'd like to see more of this in the future. Patrons! I have them! I want to thank them!
Thank you.
I want to thank this one specifically, DJ Schwitz, I think? Anyway, they've been a patron for over a year now,
I will remember you.
which just boggles my mind. Thank you so much. Thank all of you so much. Thank all of you so much. And if you want to thank me for producing content for you all, remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, go to patreon.com/explanationpoint, follow me on Twitter, buy trading cards for my TCG Player shop, get me some coffee, subscribe to my gaming channel. Okay, enough of that. Thank you for watching, and until next time, this has been Explanation Point, signing out.